If we're being candid, the Atlanta Hawks didn't have a great outlook heading into the 2025 NBA season. The DeJounte Murray and Trae Young experiments didn't live up to its full potential over the 2023 and 2024 seasons, with lineups featuring both of them last season having a negative 6.5 net rating in over 1,100 minutes together. The team finished with just the 10th seed in the Eastern Conference, had a bottom 5 defense, immediately lost in the play-in tournament, and with them trading DeJounte Murray to the Pelicans, many didn't exactly know how to feel about a team that seemed to have a very limited ceiling. However, if the 2025 NBA season has taught us anything, it's that the Hawks actually have a really nice younger core that has already made a great impact on the team. For one, with more opportunity, jumping from 22 minutes a game with the Pelicans last season to 33 minutes a game with the Hawks this season, Dyson Daniels is completely playing out of his mind right now, and is proving to be a great piece out of that DeJounte Murray trade. Over the last 4 games, he's averaged 22 points, 4 assists and 5 rebounds on 54% from the field on 17 shot attempts a game. Moreover, what he's done defensively is even more impressive, recording 29 steals over the last 5 games for a whopping 5.8 steals per game in that stretch. The numbers are impressive as they are, but to put things into perspective, his 29 steals in that stretch alone is more than the amount that any other player has on the season. Daniels also leads the league in deflections at 7.5 a game, and his stretch of 4 games with at least 15 plus points and 5 plus steals is also the longest streak since Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Steals can be an inflated stat and aren't a real testament to one's defensive ability. There are players who gamble too much and place their teams in vulnerable positions because of this. But Daniels is definitely one of the better defensive guards in the league. He has the physical tools as a 6'7" combo guard with a 6'10" wingspan, has great mobility across the perimeter, and has the discipline combined with great ball skills and anticipation to be very impactful. His activity across the floor allows him to be a danger in passing lanes. He's very cognizant of where the ball is vulnerable, such as when Cade is throwing a cardinal sin jump pass here when Zach LaVine is trying to initiate contact when trying to back down Daniels, but not properly securing the ball, staying in front of defenders when swapping the ball loose when he's confident he can make a play, taking advantage of when players are making a split decision while making a pass. Defensively, he's great positionally, and again, with great length, anticipation, agility, and overall activity, he also is able to get deflections, steals, and even blocks that he amasses in large numbers. And a lot of these opportunities are leading to transition opportunities for him and the team as a whole. The outside shot isn't just there yet, but he's shooting 74% within 5 feet of the basket at the recording of this video, can put the ball on the floor, beat his man off the dribble, attack the rim with the ability to absorb contact and finish through contact, or set his teammates up on kickout opportunities. He has an ability to make runners and floaters, and the ability to go downhill and finish as a pick and roll ball handler, and has the vision to find teammates out of the pick and roll, makes the right entry passes, and finds teammates moving off the ball. What's great about Daniels is that he's just 21 years of age and operates as a much larger combo guard. He's a Swiss Army knife molded player with all defensive caliber potential. But before we continue, be sure to leave a like on the video as each like makes a massive difference for the channel, and be sure to sub to the channel for even more content like this. Jaylen Johnson is a player who was in the most improved player race last season and is one of the more gifted physical specimens we have in the NBA. He did not see much playing time in his first 2 seasons, playing just 5 minutes a game and 15 minutes a game in the 2022 and 2023 seasons respectively. But with John Collins being dealt a few off seasons ago, the door opened for Johnson and he never turned back. He jumped from 6 points, 4 rebounds and 1 assist a game to 16 points, 9 rebounds and 4 assists per game in 2024, and 19 points, 10 rebounds and 6 assists this season. He's an athletic, versatile 6'9" forward who plays very well above the rim, is a very skilled passer for someone of his size, crashes the glass and can start the break, and uses length to present problems defensively. Just like Daniels, he's comfortable with the ball in his hands with a tendency to attack the rim, does finish well at the rim as someone who's utilized as a roll man, and runs the floor exceptionally well as a threat in transition. The three-point shot hasn't been outstanding, but he's really picked it up over the last 4 games, shooting 38% on 5 attempts a game on spot-up or catch-and-shoot opportunities. As a passer, Johnson is actually pretty great. He typically makes the extra pass and has a natural feel of the game in his ability to make passes off of drives, being able to thread the needle in transition, and also being a competent passer in the pick and roll, and as I mentioned before, looks comfortable in starting the break for the Hawks. He has a great size and length to be impactful on both ends, is only 23 years of age, and based off his production and projections, he's bound to outplay the extension that he just signed for the Hawks this past offseason. With regard to other young pieces on this team, Zaccharie Risacher has struggled to start the year as the #1 overall pick in the 2024 NBA draft, but hasn't even played 15 games in his career thus far, and there is evidence to back up the claim that he was the best pick. His lack of great self-creation ability was one of the biggest roadblocks to him being the firm selection at the #1 overall pick, but Risacher has the physical tools and athleticism to be a great 3-and-D piece moving forward. He dropped a great 33 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals against the New York Knicks, where he shot 6 for 10 from 3. He positioned himself well and relocated well to be a threat behind the 3-point line in catch-and-shoot opportunities, moved well off the ball in general to be set up for easy looks, drove to the basket, and showed how he could be impactful defensively. With Risacher, it was never a talent issue with him, but rather a consistency and how far a level up in his creation ability could actually take him as a player. His shot just hasn't been falling as consistently through his first 13 games, but he has gotten good looks and does have a nice frame, great athleticism, and a nice shooting stroke. 3 factors that do assure me that he will be successful with more games under his belt. He really can live up to the billing of the #1 overall pick. From Dyson Daniels looking already like a most improved candidate, Jaylen Johnson being a stud, and Risacher showing promise, to Onyeka Okongwu being a nice piece as a roller and presence on the defensive end in the front court, the Hawks do have a solid young core to feel great about moving forward, and they're all under the age of 24. Trae Young is obviously still on the roster and is far and wide one of the best point guards in the league when he's on the floor, and is only 26 years of age. But whether the Hawks choose to keep Young with this core for the long run, or package him in a deal to net them even more impactful players and or draft picks, the Atlanta Hawks can hold their heads high with what they're building. With that being said, be sure to let me know how you guys feel about the Atlanta Hawks, and what you feel the ceiling of this team to be. What do you feel about Dyson Daniels' incredible play thus far? Who surprised and impressed you the most on this team? And what do you feel Zaccharie Risacher's ceiling actually is? Let me know in the comment section down below. Be sure to leave a like on the video, as each like makes a massive difference for the channel, and be sure to sub to the channel for even more content like this, and check out my video on Trae Young. Hope to see you all in the next one, and stay tuned.